Hi friends, today we will see some basic interview iOS questions. Okay, these are all very important. Lot of questions we are going to see. Some questions I will share it now. Okay, first one is variable and constant. So what is variable? What is the difference between where and let keyword? That question they used to ask. If you are beginner, like you completed your degree, after that you are going to enter as a fresher, means these type of questions they will ask. For experienced candidates maybe they will not, but for a fresher definitely they will ask what is the difference between where and let. So where is like where is used to create variable, and let also used to create variable. If we create where with one variable name and the value is ali, in later point we can change the value of the variable. So first I initialized with ali, later I have changed to Sara. But if I create it with let constant, let keyword means I cannot change like this, age equal to 30, that is not possible. Okay, it is like constant, we cannot change like that, it is showing. So this is the difference between where and let keyword. So both are used to create variable. Let is like constant. This is one type of question, and another one is what is type annotation. What is type annotation is the very important question. Type annotation means we are mentioning variable data type. For example, where and let both are used to create variable. For where keyword I have mentioned is of type integer. For price I have mentioned is of type table. So if I mention type means that is called type annotation. And next question is computed property. What is computer property? Very important question. A computer property is a property that does not store a value directly. Instead, it calculates and returns the value every time you access it. This is the definition I will explain. So width directly stored 10. For height variable, we directly stored 5. So these two are stored properties. We are storing some value. So this is called stored properties. This also stored property. Okay. But for this variable area, I just open curly brace and close this. Inside this I have written the definition. What it will do, it will return some value using this width and height. So it will multiply those values 10 star 5. That is 10 star 5 equal to 50. So this area will store this value when this variable is called. Okay, so when I print this value, at the time only it will store this value by by doing some operations, like what are those definitions we have written inside this curly braces. Those operations, like this is multiplication operation, this activity it will do, and it will compute some value, and it will store it inside area variable when this area is called. Okay, so this is called computer property. This store directly, but it didn't store the value initially. When we access this variable, at the time only it will calculate some action and will store some value. That is called computed property. So the area is computed value. Computed value, it is not stored value. So what is the use means? Say initially it occupies memory. So when we access, at that time itself it will occupy memory. That is the difference between computed property and stored property. This is very important question. And second, and next question is lazy property. Lazy property is a property whose value is not created until it is used for first time. The same like computer property. Computer property also, value is not created until it is used for first time. The same thing, the lazy property is a property whose value is not created until it is used for first time. Okay, so the lazy property, we need to create it with lazy, create only when needed. Okay, so the normal property means it created immediately. Lazy property means it created later on first access. When we access this first time, at that time only it will create. Okay, so here I have mentioned class. This is like class. So class name is example. Inside that I will write the definition. I just created one where message. See here where area we have written, so I just mentioned it with lazy property. So it is returning hello. Computer means it is doing some operation and it will store the value. Here I just written some value, right? So yeah, I'm going to create object for this example class. I just created object. So object dot message. When I call this first time, first access at that time only, this lazy property, this message, okay, this message value will create. Okay, so when I call this, when I access this first time, at the time only the message value will initialize. So this is called lazy property. So what is the difference? Normal property and lazy property means when we called it first time, at the time only it started using that value, so it will occupy memory. So this is the difference between lazy property, computer property, stored property, and difference between where and let constants and type annotations. Okay, thank you.